heard somebody behind us say, they made Doctor Who before I was born. I don't know how you feel about that. But, if I could turn to you, Terrance, first of all, you were the writer of that story, and indeed, as I said earlier on, many classic Doctor Who stories. As I understand it, you weren't originally the writer for Five Doctors.
No, absolutely not. How it all started was I was at a convention in America, got a phone call very early in the morning, which wasn't a good idea because I'd been at a party very late the previous night, and it woke me up, and this voice said, "Hello Terrance, this is Eric." And I said, "I don't know anyone called Eric." And he said, "Yes you do, it's Eric Saywood, script editor of Doctor Who was my successor, plus a few." And I should say, perhaps for those who aren't Who fans, if there are any, that I was script editor in the Who in the John Pertwee period, And after that I left, and I was then working on the classic serial as script editor on that, with very less. Anyway, Eric said, "We would like you to write the anniversary special." This was, show how long ago, this was the 20th anniversary special, which is historic, we've just had the 50th. And I said, "Great, I was overjoyed, lovely, very nice." And I said, "I'll come and see you when I get back on Monday." See, I was in New Orleans, but I will be back on Monday. And Eric and I worked in the same building, me on the classic serial, him on Who. So I went down to see him the next morning, and said, "Mate, I'm very pleased about it." And he was kind of looking a bit shifty. And I said, "Now come on, Eric, what's happening?" And he said, "Well, be honest with you, Terrance," he says, "it's a bit complicated. We have asked Bob Holmes to write, we originally asked Bob Holmes to write the anniversary special. Bob, as all the Who fans will know, is one of the best of the Doctor Who writers, the best in my view. And he said, "Look, we're not getting on terribly well with him. He doesn't get on well with John Nathan Turner, the producer. And things aren't going too well." He said, "So what we thought we'd do, we thought we'd ask you to write a storyline and let Bob finish his storyline and then see which one we like best." And I was outraged. I said, "Now, listen, Eric, this is no way to treat a writer like Bob Holmes." And I said, "Come to think of it, it's no way to treat a writer like me either." And I said, "Look, if you can get a story out of Bob, fine, because you couldn't do better, if he definitely decides he doesn't want to do it, I'd be very happy to do it, but I want a straight offer, with no sort of ambiguity." So I went off. Couple of weeks, then, weeks of silence. Couple of weeks later, Eric phoned up in a very chastened sort of way and said, "Bob Holmes has had a huge row with John Nathan Turner. He's walked off the production. Please, will you write it for us?" And I then began to write it with considerably less time than I should have done, because they wasted all this faffing about, you see. And I can't remember, I remember eventually, Eric, as was his job, was chasing me for the script all the time, you see. And one day, when I just about finished the first, what I thought was a pretty good first draft, he phoned up and said, "How's it going, Terrance?" And I said, "Well, good news, Eric, I've finished the first draft, it's all going, I think it's pretty solid, it's all going well." And there a little silence, and he said, "Oh my God." And I said, "That's not the reaction I was hoping for." And he said, "I don't know how to tell you this, but Tom isn't going to do the show. Tom has walked off it," because Tom had then got that idea, which he has subsequently admitted was extraordinarily dumb, that the whole thing, he shouldn't do Doctor Who anymore. The whole thing was behind him. And so he, at the last minute, decided not to do it, which was a bit of a problem because the show was called The Five Doctors. And though I say it myself, I'm a good man in a crisis. Give me a good crisis, and I'll come up with something. And I thought for a bit and said, "Look, have you got anything where we can show him being kidnapped at the beginning by the mysterious triangle and released at the end?" And Eric talked for a bit, and he said, there's this show called Charter, which got cancelled because of a BBC strike, and I'm sure we can find you some stuff in that. So I said, well, okay, do that. I said, give me a capture and release. I said, I'll trap the bugger in a time warp and he can stay there for the whole of the show. Which is pretty much what I'm doing. And out of that came the sequence with Tom and Leela in the punt on the river, which I think is one of the best things in the show.
But you didn't
Not
write
a
that.
word of it is by me. But that's an example of what I think often happens in television, that out of a crisis will come something that would have been better without the crisis, you know. The other thing that, obviously when Tom wasn't going to be in it, I had to rewrite the script. And originally it was going to be Tom who stole the master's device, went back to Barusa and got tempted. You know, or got offered the chance of joining. And I did that because I thought if any Time Lord was capable of going to the dark side, it was Tom. Obviously it wasn't going to be Peter, who was a decent English gentleman and played cricket, so no chance. And when I changed it, I put Peter back. But it put Peter at the centre of the show, where he deserved to be, because he was the current Doctor, you know, so that's it, basically. It was a bit of a pantomime, worked out, you know, by... one other thing that happened, I'll mention quickly, is when it was all... I delivered the final draft with the rewrites, Tom out of it, everything settled. Eric Sable phoned me up again and said, I've got a problem, Terrance, I'm not happy about the script. And I said, oh God, Eric, what now? He said. And he said, well, the last bit, where the Pertwee Doctor and Sarah Jane get to the Dark Tower, he said they do it too easily. He said they must overcome one more danger. And he said it's got to be dynamic, thrilling, exciting, and above all cheap, because we haven't got the money. And